shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning to you, and welcome to the Join Up Dots podcast. In the last episode, we did a podcast called The Life Audit, when I just simply said to you, think about where you think, if you didn't take any action today, where your life would be in 10 years. And that was because I came up to the podcast HQ to record a podcast episode, and I thought, blimey, I can't think of anything to record today after 12 years, you know. And then I suddenly thought, God, what will I be doing in another 12 years? You know, what will I do if I stay on the same track? And that's the key thing about life. Life happens. Life happens all the time. The best laid plans will often go wrong. You've really got to just pivot and move like water through life. Water always finds the easiest way through. And sometimes we come along and we just keep on battering down the same door, battering down the same sort of walls, you know, trying to get through, where there's always an easier way to do it. So I posed that to you, and I've had a few emails, 3 emails, okay, which is all right. It's all right. A lot of you are out there still thinking. But they're all saying that they listened to the podcast episode and they did something about it. So the first one is from a guy called Lee in Sheffield. So get one of these, Lee. Okay. And I won't give you a trumpet fanfare at the moment, but in the email, he's got big news. So he will get one there. Hi, David. Listen to the Life Audit episode on the way home from work yesterday, and it stayed in my head all night. The bit when you said, if nothing changed for 10 years, would you be happy, really got me. Because I realised I've just been repeating the same weeks over and over again, hoping something will magically improve. Of course, it won't, he says. I ended up sitting in the kitchen after everyone had gone to bed, just thinking about where my time actually goes. And I knew this to be true, but it turns out I waste loads of it. Not in terrible ways either, just drifting really, TV, scrolling, putting things off. Yeah, none of that is bad. That's the key thing. It's just if you're doing a lot of it. It's like, I don't watch an awful lot of telly. So when I do, I think to myself, yeah, I deserve this. Yeah, I quite like watching the old Yellowstone and stuff. So you're allowed to do it. But if it's taking over your life, then you've got to look at it and think, yeah, okay, how about we make Thursday night our TV night or something like that? Back in the day, me and the wife, we don't do this anymore. I don't know why. Maybe we've been married for so long, we've run out of things to talk about. But we used to block out Wednesday night for conversation night. And we didn't put the TV on or anything. And once the kids went to bed, we would then sit there and just chat about things. And I probably will mention that to her. And she will say, oh, there's too much on telly. I don't want to be doing that. But that's what we used to do. We used to block out that time. Anyway, Lee goes on to say, this morning I got up an hour earlier and started looking into doing mobile bike repairs locally because I'm always fixing mates' bikes anyway. No idea where it will lead, but weirdly, I already feel better just doing something. Cheers, mate. Lee, Sheffield. So let's give him one of these. He's creating his income stream. And yeah, I use a guy in Canvey Island in Essex called Paul. Big up to you, Paul. And I cycle everywhere. And every year I basically get my bike serviced. Now, when I was a kid, I never dreamt of getting my bike serviced. You just sort of rode around on it till it fell apart. But it's kind of like my motor now. And I just drop Paul an email, he picks it up, he checks the brakes, he checks everything, and then he brings it back and charges me £100 or something. And then I know it's good for the year. And if you start doing that, Lee, and get people on retention and get their emails, so you can say, hi, it's been a year since we checked your brakes and stuff, and get them sort of repeating, then you've got a business. You've got a business because more people are cycling than ever. I read this the other day, and it's not a surprise with fuel going up and stuff. So if you're good at tinkering with bikes, because they are problematic, especially the back wheel, because you've got to take the gears off and all that kind of stuff. If you're good at doing that, then that's a really good business. But think recurring, think servicing, think key moments when people might be going out on their bikes, to email them and just say, it's been a while since we've looked at your bike and stuff. But yeah, I believe that's a great business, and it's a business that is starting to expand, and it's also a business you can do on your own time. So you could take their bikes away and then do it in the evening, or do it first thing in the morning, or whatever you want to do. So well done to you, sir. Brilliant stuff. Right, okay, so the next one is from Donna in Bristol. Good morning to you, Donna. Thank you for emailing. Morning, David. Morning, Donna. Your point about comfort being dangerous was bang on. My life isn't awful, but if I'm honest, it's not exciting either. I think I just got used to being a bit fed up all the time. After hearing the episode, I started properly paying attention to my evenings and realised I spend hours every night doing things that don't actually make me feel good. What do you do? What do you do? I wish I knew. So this week, instead, I started planning a small dog walking business around my job. I printed some flyers. Bloody hell, you've done that quick. This was only a couple of days ago. Set up a Facebook page, and I've already got 2 people interested. Now, that is brilliant. That is well done to you. Let's have one of these. And, of course, one of these. Yeah, Donna has got a new business, and that is fast action. That's what it's all about as well. We're writing a book at the moment called The Race to Freedom, and a lot of that is about doing ill thought out action, really. Just get it out there, see what works, find out what does work, and then pivot and change. And that's how businesses are started. So many people, and I can't express how many people contact me, and then I contact them 6 months later, and they're still kind of doing the same thing. Oh yeah, I'm working on the website, and I'm doing this and that. It's all about getting out there where people are. Get out there, find your tribe, find out people who want your business, and then start gradually just putting the price up, because most people go slow and small. But if you go fast and then aim for premium, then you can make a good living instantly. Honestly, there's a lot to be had about that. I might do an episode about that, because that's really sort of a big point of the race to freedom we're doing. Not ever thinking about what you would pay, always think about what the customer would pay. And we reference it in the book. People go to Gordon Ramsay restaurants and pay £600 for a feed, and that's the last thing I would ever do, but lots of people do. So I can never look at that and think, who would pay that? People will pay it. Always start putting your price up, and if you lose some customers but you gain some other ones, you're actually working less but you're earning more. Okay, so Donna, tiny start, but it feels good to finally move instead of just thinking about moving. Yeah, absolutely. Love the podcast, mate. Donna, you're my mate as well, so thank you very much for that. Keep us informed. Let us know how it's getting on. Who's this one from? This is from Gary in Perth in Australia, or in Scotland. I don't know, but it's one of them. Hi, David. I'm 51 and honestly thought I'd probably left it too late to change much in my life. I've been listening to Join Up Dots for years, but this episode was the one that I needed to hear. The future you question got me. I kept thinking, what would the older version of me actually be angry about? And the answer was obvious, really. He'd be angry that I spent so much time doubting myself and not really doing anything. So I finally signed up for a local market stall that's going to be occurring in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm going to sell homemade chili sauces that friends have been telling me to sell for years. I might make nothing from it, but at least I'm having a go now instead of talking myself out of everything. Appreciate what you do, mate. And appreciate you. And so you get one of these. Yeah, another business. And as you say, you might make nothing from it. And this is a big thing, right? Listen to this, people. If you make nothing from it, you make everything from it, because you will learn what's not working. So if you set your stall up and you're standing there and nobody comes up, and you look down and you see somebody with loads of people around that, wander over, look at how they've set the stall up, look at how they've got the banners going, look at everything they're doing, look at their products. Do they look sexier than yours? Are they premium? Are they whatever it is? You will not make nothing from it, Gary, because you will get data, you will get information, and that's a key point of building success. Every action you take has to give you either a sale or information. And if you're doing that, and most people, I think, don't look at the information, they just look at the sale and go, oh, it didn't work, and then sort of stop. You're not going to hit home run first go. Very few people do. But what you can do is keep on looking at it and getting that information and fine-tuning your avatar, your customer, and seeing what they want and looking what other people are doing. That's the key thing. There's going to be other people selling chili sauces, so get on the internet and start typing in chili sauce sellers and see how they do their website, and look at what traffic they're getting, and look at their Facebook page and their Instagram and all those kind of things, and you can make a great living. I truly believe that every single person out there across the world can create the life they want. It doesn't hit big. You're not going to go from where you are to, holidays all the time, but you start small and you join up the dots. And as I say, and I keep on saying, we are doing so much behind the scenes on Join Up Dots, because we know really we're going to be here in another 10 years. So whoever we've missed out on supporting you, it doesn't matter, because you can come back and the product and the services will be even stronger, because life happens when you start taking action. And I can't emphasize that more. You take action and you look at that action and see how it landed and did it work. And more often than not, you look back on things and you think, yeah, that was a bit rubbish. I can see that now because I'm so much better, because I've been doing it more. And you can just see why things didn't really work and services didn't really work. So for everybody out there, then, be inspired by these guys. Be inspired by Gary, Lee and Donna, because they've actually listened to the podcast episode. They've taken action and they're building their fledgling businesses. And we are here to support you guys in any way. So don't be strangers. Drop us a line if you need our support, and we will be there to help you develop those income streams and keep moving forward. And for everybody out there listening but being quiet, just drop us a line, joinupdots@gmail.com. Tell us where you're listening. Don't have to tell us anything more than that. We'd like to know where our reach is. Tell us your town, tell us your suburb. You can keep it totally anonymous. You don't even have to put your name on it, and it just makes us feel good. So until next time, you look after yourselves. Everybody out there, stay sexy and positive, and that's what sexy means. It's not it's all about feeling good about yourself and feeling like you can take on the world. That's why we say it at the end of every podcast. So you stay sexy, and until next time, we will see you again. You look after yourselves. Cheers. See ya. Bye bye.